So I'm going to be the bitchy queen who tells the world how dumb they are. Uh, and that's not just talking about the crackheads that yell at each other outside my window on a nightly basis. It's, all you wonderful, eco-friendly, geeks that throw your styrofoam cup out your window because you don't want to pee in it and throw it away. I might get the vapors. I might get the vapors, but let me tell you, if I don't get the vapors, shit's gonna blow. I am so disappointed in almost everybody I have ever met, and I have more than enough Facebook friends that now I feel stupid that I follow them and have to watch their kids have gender reveal parties, and they got a new Subaru, or some stupid, just just ridiculous stuff. Okay, um, I am on a spiritual growth. I said, I say it, and yet it sounds ridiculous because I'm angry at the world around me. But the thing is, my spiritual growth is me seeing how terrible our species is. And I want to call you out on it. You are the plague that this world needs to get rid of. Um, According to numbers, you know, the world will be on fire, in the next, in my lifetime. So, this little flaming queen is gonna light your ass on fire because you decided you wanted an extra donut or some stupid shit. Because we as a species slash community slash family did not have not taken responsibility and eaten the rich. Like, I really not. I've kind of been a little, rich people's a little gassy for me, but we need to band together, get our fucking heads out of our asses, uh, and stop letting the crackheads make more crackhead babies, because we don't need any more crackheads. Maybe I'm a little, jaded because as much as I've tried, it's I'm infertile. So, um, it's I look out the window and see the movie Idiocracy because there are so many fucking idiots in my face, which is why I would rather hang out in my apartment and clean out a litter box than interact with some of these. I have no idea what genetic mutations lost in time. Like, seriously, Neanderthal, cave people who think they're awesome. And that because I want to be a good person, I gotta treat them nice. I'm done. I'm done. If you're a fucking dumbass, I'm telling you, you're a dumbass. Because, you know what? That's my mission. That is this new mission. My new goal in life is to tell dumbasses to shut the fuck up, read a book, and get the hell out of my breath. Because, we just gotta. If we do not set ourselves to a higher standard, this world's gonna be like, we might as well just move on to the sun. That's a ball of fucking gas. We're pretty much there anyway, because all we're doing is smelling each other's farts. Because, we're like, hey, I'm gonna be nice to you. Oh, your fart doesn't stink. No, it just smells like the sun. No, my little ass will move to the sun. I will move to another planet. I would leave our freaking solar system to get away from some of these embarrassing people that I share a planet with. We need to take responsibility and take control. And maybe just we see these embarrassments and we ship them off to, the sun, or we just throw them in a garbage bin or garbage dump, because they won't know the difference. Some of these people are so just, I got no words, because I am embarrassed that we came from the same, primate ancestry. You want to say we come from Adam and Eve? Fine. Then our great grandmother worked you out of her will because she embarrassed about you, and she know you're gonna spend your money on crack. All right. The whole just dealing with humans, mankind, is frustrating, and it has only been in the last week that I realized I don't want to save humanity. We are not worth a fucking breath. We need to Earth, Gaia, needs to just say, I'm done with you bitches, you die. And it's one of those things, we're in a pandemic now. Not our first one. We've had, the Spanish flu. We had bubonic plague. Unfortunately, she got the recipe wrong. But I will let you know, Mother Nature has Paula Deen on speed dial, and that recipe will be to die for, because we will die. Because we need to die. Some of you need to die a little sooner than the rest, but humans are not we want to pretend that we have done great things, but let's face it, we're horrible. We are a very horrible, just disease on the planet. Actually, the only good thing we've done is we have a space station. So a handful of people have actually left the planet, left the rest of the cesspool. We have to make horror films to kill off the dumb people, to make ourselves feel better, so we don't kill off the dumb people at Walmart. And let's just go about Walmart. Y'all need to get a full-length mirror if you don't think you shop at a Walmart. Please look in a mirror before you go to Walmart. It is tragic. I have no idea what the hell some of these Walmart people. What? I'm like, the fact that there is a website, peopleofwalmart.com, hashtag, to make fun of the craziness of humanity. Seriously, people, buy a fucking mirror. Like, put your phone, turn your camera on and do the, forward face, whatever. Like, get a snapshot of yourself and have some self-respect. You do not need to go into Walmart looking like a cat. You do not need to go into Walmart looking like a hat. You do not need to go into Walmart looking like this or that, because you looking like you looking like I want to jive my eyes out. Now unfortunately, I live in a town that does not have a Target, so I can't even go like, hey, let's get some fancy meat. No, I'm like, I live in a town that we have a Walmart, a few grocery stores, and a Meijer. And I would rather do my grocery shopping at Lowe's Hardware, so I don't have to look at the atrocity of the public. I had my career is healthcare, and I just realized some of you people just need to die. And I don't want to be, a whole like Nazi Hitler about it, but fucking stop smoking, sleeping around, actually be responsible for your health, be responsible for your community, and stop fucking drinking soda because you're diabetic now, Karen. Like, that's the reason you cannot breathe. It's not the fact, it's not, oh, there's too much smog in the air. It was like, no, there's too much, high fructose corn syrup going through your fucking brain. You dumb ass bitch. Like, people want to point blame at everything. And I am working on it myself as, taking a moral inventory, as the 12-step program says, because, again, I've had my own issues, and this is part of it. And being honest is what will make me a better person, and if we are honest, we will be a better planet. So please be honest and tell those fucking dumbass people who, I want to give out condoms on the street like it's trick-or-treating, okay? Like it's Halloween. I was like, I'm going to give some kids some condoms to give to their parents, because obviously if your kid is coming to my door knocking on, for food, you need to stop having kids. But, sometimes the costumes are adorable, and so they might get a Milky Way or something, because unfortunately I'm still a nice guy. I just have anger issues, and I would be this pandemic is killing people. Unfortunately, it does not kill enough of them, because they're still walking around yelling, being crackheads. Like, there's no way we can, develop a disease to kill crackheads, because here's the thing, crackheads make more crackheads. It's an endless cycle. And I want better for humanity, and I don't see it happening. I'm not even 40, and I cannot wait to die so I can leave this crazy, crazy bullshit society behind. Doesn't matter if you're from America, China, Mexico. Humans are just a disease on the earth. We're just the next, great mass extinction. And we happen to have done it ourselves, and we deserve it. And as somebody who has not, did not light the match for that fire, because, we started doing this before I was born were going to be dead. Our grandparents killed us, and we refused to acknowledge that we needed to change things right now. We needed to change things while we were in diapers, because humans do not want to admit their faults or the fact that they are killing their grandchildren. And it's just this pride we have for no reason. We do not need to be such a prideful, we don't need to be so prideful. You may call it, a group of lions is called a pride, but they have more respect for, the mongoose than we do for our next door neighbor. We would eat the mongoose, and then we would hang the lion up on the wall because we thought we were tough. That's disrespectful, and I just can't say anything nice about that idea. I wish I was vegan because I cherish all life, but when I eat meat, I recognize the fact that there was a life given, and that is how I had to justify my unwillingness to forego my unwillingness to let go of something I enjoyed, because I'm aware that sacrifice is everywhere, and gratitude should be given. Not just saying, "Oh, God, Jesus, thank you for another beautiful day." I'll let you know, Jesus wasn't alive when the Son was born, but religion and spiritual belief, I'm gonna leave that alone for now because I ain't got the energy. Ain't nobody got time for that. And that's another thing. We have become a culture of repeated stupid memes and video clips and Cash Me Outside. Seriously, why the hell did we become a life of Dr. Phil? I wouldn't let him prescribe me milk for my cereal, because it's just showboating, snake oil. And I almost wanted to explain snake oil to anybody that does not know, but if you don't know, Google it, bitch. I am not your fucking internet explorer. Go back to MySpace. Because I'm done. I just cannot handle the total ignorance of the people that drive past my apartment. I hear a motorcycle blaring AC/DC. I want a comet to hit the city to shut that up. Your music does not. I do not need to hear your music in my apartment with the windows closed, because I can choose my own music. I don't need to listen to yours. But thank you for trying to pretend that you're choice of musician should be blared across the city, because you're arrogant, self-entitled, you know monkey who because you can, I don't know, pay for a motorcycle, that you should make the rest of us pay for the noise of your motorcycle. Why do I have to suffer for your motorcycle enjoyment? Seriously, that is an invasion on my, sovereignty. I look at most people and go, why the fuck do I not live on the moon or in a small island that nobody's heard of because I moved there and took it off the map so nobody heard of it? There's just a very terrible, terrible disease on this planet, and it reproduces every day. I've worked in hospitals for a number of years, and every time a child is born, a part of my soul cries for the future of this planet, because this child is coming, has no idea how sad and horrible things are going on right now. And maybe I watch too much news, and maybe you watch too little, but we are done. I may, the only reason I'm thinking about a child is because I want to save it from the foster care system. That I want to save a child from a crackhead mother. I want a child because I want to make somebody else's life better. I don't want to, not that I want to carry on my family name, not that I want somebody to inherit my, 18,000, square foot mansion. It's just that I want to make, bring more stability to somebody's life, because I have that and I can share that. I don't want the government money. I want the, I want the black kid. I want the, Mexican crack whore's daughter. I want to improve the life of somebody else because I can. That's the only thing I can do before the world decides to, eat us alive. If I can make somebody's life better, I want to do that because it makes my life better. But I'm not going to, read you all Dr. Seuss because you don't know how to read Twilight or Harry Potter. I just done. I am done being, stupid so that you don't feel stupid. Why do I have to use small words so that you actually think you understand English? And there's a lot of words that I hear that have 17,000 meanings, and I just want to get you motherfuckers all booked. I'm like, here's the dictionary. Learn another one, bro. I seriously have, I have friends that do not have the book, college education, and they're great people, but then I know people with college educations that are still love you. Like that's how I have to be with it. Is that you have a college education? Congratulations, you're in debt for life. And then I have friends that do not have it. And I was like, hey, how you doing? Let's go get a pizza. Having a degree doesn't mean anything if you do not know about the world. And I have a degree. I have enough debt to basically, buy an office building in New York City. But I've learned so much more outside of that. And the thing is, I learned. I went out looking to learn. I did not go to Walmart to buy some, marshmallow peeps because they were pink. I looked at a marshmallow peep and go, how many fucking ingredients in that? I go in and ask the questions. And we need to start asking the questions. Nobody asks enough questions. We just don't want to. We don't want to know. Because if we knew, we would be guilty of all the child labor and, human trafficking and I'm not even going to go into all the crazy, all the horrible, horrible things that we are complicit in. Because here's the thing. Not knowing is comfortable. To actually know and be aware will scare the panties off your dead grandmother. We are still in a human slave trade world. You think you're thinking of cotton picking? No. When you go into work, you are a slave. You are not your own master. You're not your own boss. You are at the, abuse of the manager or the customer or, and when I go, now that I talk about customer abuse, some of y'all bitches need to work in food service before you get mad at food service. Because we have camera phones now and you will get fired from your job as the Amway executive. I don't really fucking care what the hell you do, Karen. Stop being a bitch. Everybody is trying the best they can. And unfortunately, some of them give their efforts away and make more slaves to the system. I want the best for everyone, but I'm done. I'm not going to be the savior. You've got to get the fuck out of your own cage and start acting responsible. We have so much time in our, so much air in our lungs. You've got to enjoy it and cherish it and hopefully share it with the next generation. But the thing is, don't take it for granted. Instead of, driving your car a half mile to McDonald's, walk your little butt 3/4 of a mile to the grocery store and get a salad. Because here's the thing: either way, you're gonna get food, and that time is gonna be spent, whether you're in a car or on your foot. Just, you know, and being on foot will allow you to observe your city and see how people are just disrespectful of our environment. I mean, it's just, even when I take out the trash for one person and two cats, I mean, I feel sad. Like, I have to say a prayer to Mother Earth because I feel bad that I'm throwing away cat litter. But that's just, we need to have more respect for things beyond ourselves. And if you do not have respect for the greater good of our planet, then you need to fucking leave it. I heard there's, the sun has some, cheap housing, so, you and your, Karen and Cletus can just move over. Take your trailer park over to, live, on big ball of fire, because I don't want you living on my beautiful blue and green pasture of paradise. And I know it's not mine, but I want to emphasize the passion I feel for the great beauty of our planet and how I'm disappointed that our species climbed down from trees and decided to treat her like a redheaded stepchild, or treat her like just a street hooker. Like, we would treat our planet like a battered wife, and we need to stop. And if you cannot get your, if you cannot stop yourself from throwing a styrofoam cup onto the side of the road, move the fuck off the planet, because I may become a vigilante from Mother Earth, and she will give me an alibi, and you will be on the sun.